That's all just... That's nothing. That's nothing compared to the real story, which is about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady? A Tom Brady story?
This new
I heard
viral
about
video.
this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on Tom's side on this one.
Video? I don't know that I'm on Tom's side.
I'm always on Tom's side, but with a caveat.
Tom's wrong in this situation. Tom's on this. I'll show you the video.
He jumped in the water, right?
Oh, you saw the video?
Yeah, we all saw it. Since we're videotaping, we could show the video.
Okay, you're going to see the video right now. And Tom, I don't think it's that far. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But when he jumps, that girl is not ready to jump, and he basically yanks her off. And let's drop the cliff diving. They jumped. They didn't dive.
Yeah, they jumped.
And more specifically, the little girl kind of fell.
Yeah, she's fine.
She's fine. But people are like that he should get suspended.
For what?
Like,
They already tried to derail his career with a false accusation on saggy balls. And now they just want to do anything to try to get him to not play a game so somebody else can fucking win a championship. It's the only reason why. It's a conspiracy.
Absolutely the most stupid and dangerous thing for a 6-year-old child to do. I disagree. I think they're stupid or more dangerous. Some users claim she didn't appear ready to jump. Well, you're not there, so you don't really know. It didn't look like it. It looked like he jumped, and she's like, I guess I'm jumping.
Like, you think Tom Brady wants to put his daughter in danger? Or do you think he fucking accessed it? He probably jumped 3 times. He probably saw 5 other kids jumping.
Yeah.
But,
like I said, my caveat, though.
Yep.
Much like kissing his son on the lips.
Yep, that was
and
weird.
posting it.
Were you disappointed he didn't kiss her on the way down, like a quick peck before they hit the water?
If I was in Tom Brady's circle,
yeah.
If that's the only thing I ever wish for, that would be it, to get in that circle.
Jerk.
But I would be like,
and
Tom,
out of this circle.
yeah, out of this TSD
Would you trade this circle for a heartbeat?
Tom was like, I want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
The Brady Report.
Yeah, the GOAT.
And I would be like, guys, I got an opportunity. I can't pass up on this. I got to go to Boston and start this podcast with Tom Brady.
And Tom's like, oh, Walt, I'm so happy that you ditched those guys and you're now on my podcast. And I don't know if you know this, I just got a sponsorship with Blimpie, so it's catered, and I got you a sub. And now, how are you not going to eat it? It's Tom Brady.
I would be myself with Tom Brady. I would tell Tom, I'd be like, this is why you wanted me, Tom, was to be myself. And I would be like, I'm a super smeller and I can't eat a sub. So let's not try to do this alpha dog shit. I don't eat subs. If you wanted me here to begin with, you knew that to begin with.
Well, like you say, yeah.
I'll put him in his place right away.
I listened to all the episodes, and no, that's not why I want you here, because of your dislike for subs. It's because you suck my balls literally every episode. And I want more of that on here. And it's going to start with you eating this sub.
Eat it.
No, fucking eat it.
But I would tell him, I'd be like, much like the video that you got out there of you kissing your son, I would have suppressed that, and I would not post this.
You don't have to post it.
He posted the video?
Yeah. He posted the video. It's not, in this day and age, you don't want to hear the chatter unless he's that much of a troll. Which he might be the world's best troll then.
Well, isn't he? He's also a DL Trump guy, right? He said that hat was in the hat was in the locker. Didn't Trump give him a hat and he kept it in there?
Yeah, but
was that a superstitious thing? He was like, "We're winning. I don't want to take it out."
Everything could be a superstition to an athlete, though. But yeah, I would have told him, like, you don't need to post this. You could jump off cliffs all day long with your kids, but don't post it. Let's not do that. Let's not give the haters any more ammo.
Yeah,
right.
Have a private life.
Yeah, I'm sure he has what we don't see is probably crazy of what he does, but now, you don't need to share that. But it's just going to open you up to unneeded criticism.
If you're Tom Brady and you see that criticism, are you like, go fuck yourself? I'm Tom Brady. I'm in Costa Rica. There's my fucking sex mannequin wife over there. There's my kids. He's puckering up for whatever reason. And I'm going to jump off this cliff with my daughter.
Yeah,
but fuck it all. Like, I don't care what you think.
Yeah, there could be very much that aspect of it that he's like, I don't care.
He's like, he's untouchable.
Ooh, he's not untouchable. He's got the Deflategate on his resume. So, he took a hit for that. He got 4-game suspension for that. Still won a Super Bowl, but still.
Even with the suspensions, yeah. He's like, remember that time you guys got me suspended? And then I won the Super Bowl anyway. Ask me how much I give a fuck. You don't like me jumping off a cliff with my daughter.
Yeah, but I definitely, if I was in that inner circle, I'd be like, don't release this. It's not necessary. Just do something else cute.
That's what he needs, a fucking mother hen around all the time clucking like, don't do this, Tom. It's too dangerous.
But you know what it reminded me of? When I was younger and I had an image brought back to me that I suppressed with my father, where he did something like that with me over high water.
Oh, yeah?
We went to a football game, a high school football game in Mattawan. And we rarely did anything together. We did almost nothing together. And for some reason, Saturday afternoon.
Son, you want a cliff dive on the way home?
We went to this football game. It's like 1974, 73. And
you're like 6 or 7?
Yeah. And we went to the football game to watch. There was some star player there that he wanted to see, who was going to be going to a big college. And we walked back from the football game. We took a route through the forest, through the woods. And there came a point where the train tracks went over a big body of water, which I thought was much bigger probably than it really was when I was young. And it was high. It was like 40, 50 feet in the air. And if a train was coming and we were in the middle, we would have had to jump off.
What kind of hobo lifestyle are you leading that you're like, I wonder if we can make it across the train trestle, Dad?
And I remember when you
stand by me.
Yeah, we can stand by me.
Sticks and bindles.
And when you walk through, there's like you had to step onto each piece of wood in the tracks. Mm-hmm. And if you missed, you would have fell through. So I had to make sure that I could walk over, and I didn't want to do it. And he started to you could do it. You could do it. You're not a baby. Let's do it. And he was doing that thing, kind of pulling me across, and I was getting really terrified, and I was getting hyperventilating, but I made it across though, and we got across. I remember him saying, don't tell your mother. Don't tell your mother, and cursing at me, being angry about it, and scaring me.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a suppressed memory. Yeah.
But you did it.
I did it though.
So what's he angry about?
I guess he thought I was going to talk, because I was getting really emotional as we were getting towards the end. I was afraid a train was going to come and I was going to fall through.
Which is reasonable.
Yeah,
by the way.
It's reasonable, but that was kind of like what Tom Brady did to his kid, right?
This is the only time you'll compare your dad to Tom Brady. The only time.
Yeah, that's it. Just bad discretion.
Yeah, no Tom Brady, no Mike Brady. Yeah. Yeah, maybe, or if he had been like, hey, that's our little secret, don't tell your mom now, made it fun.
Yeah, no, I think he knew that I was going to, if he didn't scare me, I was probably going to tell, and she was going to freak the fuck out.
Yeah,
he was really irresponsible.
I don't tolerate rats. You ever do anything dangerous with your dad?
No, nothing, not running over railroad tracks, that's the truth. It just took me to baseball games, football games, just the regular stuff. Nothing really out of hand.
Did he didn't force you ever to step outside your comfort zone?
No.
Sink or swim, kind of?
He was my father was
excellent.
Son's
pussified.
My father was excellent at basketball. Excellent basketball player, yeah. Excellent basketball player.
Could have went pro?
Well, he got a scholarship to go to a college.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
point guard?
No, I don't know. I have no idea what position. I never really followed any of the sports. So, but
well, I can't imagine. Was he taller or shorter than you?
No, I guess he would be. I guess what's guard? A guard's with normally.
Guard, probably, yeah.
His name is Earl the Pearl Monroe. I didn't grow up with my real dad.
I remember, and I never played basketball before.
I could just see that white afro if your dad might have had back in the 70s.
White shadow.
Looking like Dollar Shave.
That was me. That's exactly what I looked like when I was playing Dollar Shave. I never played basketball before, and my father was a coach. He decided to coach.
Really?
So I figured, what the hell? Terrible. That was not passed on to me. Those genetics were not passed on to me as far as basketball. But other things, I
can do a great Elmer Fudd, but I can't shoot a basketball.
My father couldn't fix anything, though. I mean, I had the other stuff, I could draw and I could fix things. My father couldn't do that.
I didn't know that. You could fix things?
Oh, yeah.
What do you fix?
Well, he was a jet mechanic.
Okay. But you were trained for that, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I always had that one.
You're mechanically
inclined.
A gearhead.
Yeah, both my grandfathers were also mechanically inclined. So, but I didn't take that. But my grandfather was also excellent at basketball. Didn't pass on to me though. I sucked at basketball, man. I was terrible. I was terrible at all.
Like, don't you, like, all I want to do is record something for Puck Nuts where Sunday Jeff is playing Ming one-on-one.
Yeah,
like, right?
We're going to do that. We're going to do that.
I might be better than
Get on the Patreon, people. Because
I might look like I'm an
we're going
all
to do a
star.
one-on-one Puck Nuts episode of Sunday Jeff.
Street ball?
Yep.
Yeah, a little.
Come on, bitch.
Playing an 8-foot rim so you guys can dunk on each other.
Let me give you a hand.
Goes all LeBron
Go
over
Daryl
Ming.
Dawkins on his ass. White chocolate thunder.
There you go. White chocolate.
All right.
Got a jersey made up.
What number?
Double zeros, baby.
That's it.
Two things leaped to mind with Edgar. One was in the winter, like, remember on the back roads, they weren't paved for a
Right.
while, like probably until we were in
Shore Drive.
Yeah, probably until Walt and I were like maybe 13 or somewhere around
well
there, 14.
into the 90s. I thought.
These back roads in town, which was actually sort of a main road, weren't paved. They were
Dirt roads.
just dirt roads. So they would get snow and ice, and they would freeze. So a lot of people didn't use them. But Edgar would take his work truck, and we'd drive down there, and he would drive and hit the brake and hit the wheel, and we would like spin and do donuts. And it was really fun. Same thing though, like don't tell your mother. But the
Were you
other
seat buckled?
Probably not. I mean, it was a 70s, so probably not.
Right.
I don't even know if his truck had seatbelts. I know it was such a piece of shit. And the other thing was like, you remember in the back of Pam and Edgar's, there was that porch, and then there was like an overhang that went over the porch, like if you walked out the back door. So when I was probably like 7, Edgar was like, "Hey, come help me on the roof." So I went up on the ladder and I was helping him on the roof, and then he was like, "Here, let's scare your mother." And this has to be 20, 25 feet in the air. He took me by my ankles and he hung me upside down so that he lowered me down so like my head appears. My mom's sitting on the porch, Pam's sitting on the porch, and he's standing at the very edge lowering me down. So I'm like, "Hey!" And my mother screams, "Edgar!"
He sounds like a fun, wacky dude.
He sounds like a crazy person. I don't know if I'm painting the picture well enough, but it was, imagine just hanging a young boy by his ankles upside down.
If Michael Jackson did it, he got in trouble.
The whole time I'm sure he's thinking like, I could say it was an accident and everyone would believe me.
My eldest boy.
Yeah, that was the other thing. And then he never did it again because Pam freaked out. But yeah, like in retrospect, like if like when Sage were that age, not in a million years,
No.
would I be like, I've got the best idea. Anything for you, Q? Anybody?
Did Dad force you to outside of your...
No, nothing like that. It was
You only
more
like kissing girls, huh, son?
it was more like the danger came in a hands-off approach to like I used to play on the train tracks, stuff like that.
And he would tell you not to?
He would say, no, not really. Like I would come home, we'd put like quarters of pennies on the tracks.
Did he know you were on
Yeah, and they
the
would get squished, and I'd come home with them, so they knew I was on the train tracks. I never got it.
That's a different era.
Oh yeah,
That's a different era.
things like we would go like for rides, on mopeds and stuff like that with no helmets and shit like that.
What was it that? Was it sudden or was it like the bike helmet thing? I always thought that some lobbyist or some lawmaker was in cahoots with a bike helmet maker and took a payoff because there's really like to be like everyone has to wear a bike helmet. A sweeping like your parents you're not in charge anymore now. The government's in charge. We're telling you got to wear a helmet until you're like, do you even know the age? 14 or 16?
We never had to wear one when I was younger.
No,
I was
yeah.
never around. You'd do whatever.
No, and nobody questioned it. Nobody I don't know anybody who fell off
Now
a
look at the repercussions now for you.
I never had.
All those horrible falls.
No, I didn't have many falls. I did BMX too, man. I never really fell that much. That you did have to wear helmets for if you were doing the BMX races.
You did a BMX races?
Yep.
So you were like, what's it? X? What is it?
Yeah, I just went around the track. I mean, I'm not like
Did you win
do
any
some
medals?
No, I came in
trophy?
third place.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you do like fishtails and shit, but it was mostly for fun.
Bunny
It wasn't
hops?
really.
Did you do a bunny hop?
Yeah, I used to be able to do.
Was
it.
this like a race with neighborhood kids?
No, it's
or,
I don't. Well, Englishtown's not.
sanctioned? Did you have like the helmet and the whole suit and everything?
No, they gave you the number, like the number to put over your.
Did you pop a wheelie on your bike?
Yeah.
Could you do a Polish wheelie?
Thruster. Yeah, that's the opposite. I do it in front.
I got in a bad BMX accident. and I wasn't wearing a helmet. I forgot about this until you just said it. Wow, these things are coming back.
You're pulling them right out of there.
Yeah.